Welcome back to the lab. No video yesterday. Sorry, a lot of stuff and things going on. Mostly thinking, planning, trying to work out my strategy. It's literally a month, isn't it? I think 1 month until the opening round of NZ Super Lap Series. And during that month is Christmas. And most of New Zealand closes down pretty much 2 or 3 weeks. So there's not really a lot of shops open. You can do stuff and things. Time left before our first round. So it's just working out some strategies on some stuff and things. There was a little bit of progress today, however. Under our fancy new carbon fibre bonnet, which we can pick up with, well, it's a bit awkward. Definitely one hand, one finger if you don't mind risking it. Carefully throw it on the ground. The further away you get, it actually looks really good from a distance, but the closer you get, there's some dramas going on. We all know about that. We've got our brake booster hose attached. Yes, still running the booster. I did have a little valve hooked up that was on the dash. What it was a bleed valve, a tiny little wee needle valve setup that I'd made with a couple of check valves and everything, so you could bleed off some of the vacuum to try and regulate how much assistance you had from the booster. I've done away with that, but there may be a reinvention of that system later on. But in the meantime, don't worry about this, our front diff breather. I've actually got to put another fitting on here. Forgot to do that one for the diff. Don't go there. In the meantime, it's just going to be set up as per, so that's fine. There's something going on in the back too, and it relates to this thing here. I finally pulled finger and mounted the fuel pressure regulator. Look at that, done. I turned the top of it around too, 180 degrees under the 4 screws at the top. Flicked that around the other way so that we've got our diaphragm air and inlet and outlet, diaphragm orifice, diaphragm port, yeah, let's call it that, so that we've got our diaphragm port on the correct side rather than having that on the other side there and running the silicon vacuum tube, vacuum slash boost, the map pressure tube around to the wrong side of it, looking all, it doesn't fit properly, but you're making do. So that's tidy enough. I think that's pretty acceptable. It's close to the harness box there, but I thought about that and I made sure you can still get an Allen key on the top of that to adjust it if we need to. I doubt we will, but there you go. Took care of that. Not a lot else has happened in here. I've cleaned a few things and that's about it. Of course, with there's a bit of a mess behind here, so it's not to look too hard. None of this is sorted out properly. I need to get another wideband O2 sensor with the same length lead as our other side, so that I can mount our can lambdas nicely in the back there behind this without having this dangling around like that, or make an extension harness. Tidier and better, just to get a new sensor with a longer lead. I think I have some in the ute with longer leads that don't need longer leads, so I may steal one from the ute. That will sort that out without spending dollars. Right, that's all looking pretty good, and as far as I'm concerned, that's ready to be on the dyno testing, which hopefully is happening this week. Another thing that happened was I put it on the ground, blocks of wood, so I didn't have to take it right off the hoist, and check the ride height. I had to pull 10 millimeters out of the ride height on the back because the car is so much lighter that the back end was sitting 10 millimeters higher than what it used to. Even taking that into account, these rear guards, I keep looking at them thinking I need to do something with them. They're not ideal for aerodynamics and all that sort of stuff. As far as working and complying with the rules, yep, they do that. There's about 90 millimeters of total travel on the suspension, so it's about here somewhere. So even at full compression, the car completely bottomed out onto its bump stops, we've still got 20 to 30 millimeters of travel before we even come up flush with the lip on the guard, and the tyre can travel up inside there. So hang on, let's put it down on the ground. I need 2 hands. There we go. We're on the ground, sort of. We're on blocks of wood, but we're on the ground. The front's not too bad. It's pretty good. Could come down a tiny little bit. We've still got 125 millimeters clearance between the lip and the ground on the lip on the splitter. But the backs, yeah, that's quite a lot of wheel gap. And I keep looking at it and thinking I can change these rear guards pretty easily to sort that out. The problem is I've got too many options and there's too many choices. Ever find yourself driving to a supermarket car park and there's too many parks and you can't choose which one you want? No, just me. I'm the only weirdo. But there's it's just so many different designs that I keep thinking about doing for this. And most of them I would start off making aluminium. These are one-piece aluminium, in case anyone didn't know. That's folded and then with the shrinker around the curve to get that shape. So it is one piece, it's not 2 pieces welded together. I keep thinking about making a slightly more aerodynamic guard, and then I think I should probably just make it from carbon fibre. But to make it from carbon fibre, I need to make it from aluminium first. And the thoughts go round and round and round and nothing happens. So maybe tomorrow I'll actually just get on with that and get it done. It's not going to make the car any lighter. It's not going to change its looks significantly. It might just make it look a little bit more race car, which is all good. We don't mind more race car. I still need to finish the front bumper. I still need to finish the rear diffuser. But let's get sidetracked and do something else in the meantime. Hey, we've got a month until season opening, right? Okay, enough. Thanks for watching. It's getting cleaner. And that will all be sorted out 100% once we know that it's all good and it's running properly. Link G4X. Yum, yum. Okay. All right. Cheers. Bye.